are these podcasts? WATP.
Adam, you were watching Rob Saul's show. I believe you and 6 other people.
There's a couple of us. I had heard from my sources that Rob has a new relationship, that he is in a serious relationship. But somebody saw him in Atlantic City. I don't think it was Dalton, but somebody saw him. They're reporting back that he has
and he was walking this new relationship, or
I'm not going to give any details out. It made me want to check out his show and ask him personally. And I tuned in because of my own issues, and he was already talking about us. That's the first clip.
Oh, no shit. Oh, wow. Just as you tuned in, he's already watching this.
I was strolling through YouTube today, and I see that, and I watched the whole thing. I wasted 28 minutes of my life. Is that who are these podcasts? Lady Carl with his mom wife. Well, the mom wife wasn't there, but I saw her yucking it up with him at what was it? The Hackamania, and she gets her digs in. Yeah, mom wife, you get him. But anyway, Lady Carl and Adam Busch are like jizzing in their pants because they found some guy, I guess, that opened for Stuttering John's band in 1995 and said that the promoter didn't pay him because John got all the door money or demanded all the door money. And they think this is like, I mean, just break it. And they're even saying like anybody else that's ever went to high school with Stuttering John, or maybe played guitar in his band, reach out to. I mean, this is how desperate they're getting without Stuttering John.
Yeah, because you won't come on.
I mean, they're in their glory. All right, now when you get there, I mean, the Stuttering John mingled with the people. They're like, no, he demanded his own dressing room. We said we wanted to meet Stuttering John, and he had a private area set up for him. Typical John. And then,
So us talking to someone who had a bad experience with John in the 90s is not showing us how desperate we are without Stuttering John. Us watching Rob Saul proves how desperate we are without Stuttering John.
Yes.
Carl, because he was in his failed band, the Isotopes. He said, I know how the house works, and he starts talking.
The Isotopes failed? We have a gig this weekend.
This is how I find out?
Yeah, what the fuck? Are we still playing our show this weekend? What's up?
Oh,
God damn it.
Failing. He's
I thought he said failed. Okay.
Oh.
Music biz. Like, yeah, I know I'm in the biz. So you got to get out there and mingle with the people, which Jan won't do.
He does do a spot on Carl, though. You got to give him that.
It's pretty good. By the way, that's every single clip we're about to watch. It's all the same thing. It's just this.
It's incredible that he's just like, I wasted my time watching this entire clip, but I also know about Hackamania.
I have it memorized.
Adam was on and Jen was on. The whole dynamics between me and my wife, I don't think that he's got that nailed down yet, but he's working it out. He'll figure it out eventually, I'm sure.
He's workshopping it.
Yeah, he's workshopping it. It'll be good.
I'm grateful for the plug. I'm happy to be there. So I super chat him. And nice. I don't want to be misconstrued. I don't want to start a fight. I don't want him to think I'm trying to do anything nefarious. So I text him 2 words: dating anyone.
Ah, okay.
29. Dating anyone? I'm still looking to find that special one like you found with Carl. If you can only get mom wife out of the way. Don't worry, Adam. I've decided that I am going to, with Jenny Jingle's blessing, I think that I will finally relieve her of what she's been wanting for so long. Just some sexual content, because Carl is in the closet.
Sexual content?
It's going to send her pornography.
Blowing you. Power blowing you. I don't know. Who would be the power bottom? I don't know. I could see them both being power bottoms. Adam Busch and...
He's talking about sex like Mario Bosco.
Yeah, right. He doesn't understand how sex works, it sounds like.
Power
Cardiff,
blowing.
Did you have a comment there, Cardiff?
Oh, no.
The guy who hired us for our gig is calling me. I got to call him back when I'm done. Our band is failed.
Yeah, I hear you're flailing.
What were we going to say, Cardiff?
No, when Rob asked who the power bottom would be, I very quickly said Carl.
I thought you were saying Carl, like, pause it so they could get...
No.
He's just spitting facts. He's just telling it like it is.
Okay, fair enough. So this is some weird fantasy that Rob is living right here, where he's now sleeping with my wife, who's gross unless he fucks her, apparently. Okay.
And Busch and Carl.
It goes on and on. It goes on.
I understand. I'll play it, but this is
You don't
another
have to.
thing. I don't have to. I know for sure. It is my show, but this is another thing where it's odd that like when guys see that there's shows with co-hosts that work together really well. Like producer Chris has been on the show for many, many years now, and Adam's become a part of the show every Wednesday. Cardiff and I have been working together forever. It's guys like Rob that goes, they must be gay. Like, is that? Do you ever watch like the Kansas City Chiefs and you're like, wow, these guys all work together so well. They're winning championships. They must be sucking each other off in the locker room.
I just assumed.
Yeah, okay. Well, there you go then.
Adore mom, wife. Me and my buddy Adam are going to be hanging out talking show stuff. We're going to be listening to Stutter and John clips.
It's actually not how it goes at all. In fact, what happens is I go, hey, Jen, can I spend some time with Adam, please? Stop hogging the Adam.
Hey, Grant.
Yeah, well, that's the real problem. I don't want to bring it up.
Oh, yeah. Stick it to me, big man.
It's a Stutter and John Howard Stern clip. Yeah, mom, wife.
Jesus Christ, what is he doing?
I like how Adam Busch and Lady Carl are like so obsessed about like, you know, they're like trying to psychoanalyze me. You know,
Yeah, we're so obsessed. When Adam sent me over Rob Saul clips, I go, we're doing Rob Saul clips again. Because I'm so obsessed with analyzing this drunk idiot. Yeah.
I was
How long
full of
would that
shame. Yeah.
They start with themselves. Like, I know I'm a mess. I've never came on and say, hey, I'm not a mess. Let me start telling other people how to.
Hold on a second. That's not true at all.
Yeah.
Hasn't he definitely declared that he's better than all of us? Isn't that part of his shtick?
I think so.
And now he's trying to turn it into like, well, you guys are saying that I'm a loser. I say I'm a loser. No. You don't get to take that away from us. We get to call you a loser still.
You didn't get in front of it fast enough.
Right.
Their lives. Because I've got it so together. No, I don't. And I've never claimed to be.
Yeah.
Listen, there's nothing you can say to me that I haven't said to myself in the mirror.
Here's another guy who doesn't know what angle to take.
Yep.
So he's trying to work this out in real time. He hasn't put any thought into this, although he's the one that brought it up. So he should have. So now he's trying to go like, all right, do I make fun of Carl and Adam for being gay, or Carl for being a cuck, or Carl for marrying Jen, or do I self-deprecate and say, well, I don't know why you're making fun of me. I know that I don't have a lot of shit going on, and that my life's not great, and so you guys are kind of bullying me. He's trying everything. He's just throwing everything.
If you do it all at once, that makes a great show, Carl. Duh.
Yeah, put some space in between them so it's not the same clip that we're playing.
But everything you just described are defensive, aggressive actions. The only option that was left out was just answering the question honestly, like you would anybody at work who said, hey, dating anyone? Oh, yeah, are you and your coworker fucking with your mom wife up in the... Like, Jesus, dude.
I know I'm fucked up.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
It's a
you know
lot.
what? I forgot that that's what triggered all
I
of
know.
this.
It was so long ago.
Wow.
And this started last time because I said, hey, man, what keeps you up at night? I was talking about what kept me up at night. Like, these are not attacks. He's choosing to take it this way. And right now, he's in the middle of explaining how he is a mess. And he doesn't, and then he stops himself, which is pretty amazing.
Okay, all right. Yeah, let's get back on this.
And pulling my own hair. No, I'm kidding. But you know, I got to hear from Adam Busch and Lady Carl.
You were just
I
reviewing the
did
show.
watch the clip of. Chad is so stupid. Like, you know, I don't know. I've had people commenting. I don't know if it has anything to do with Adam, but like saying you should have Adam Busch on your show. You're scared to have Adam Busch on your show. Like if Adam Busch started that stuff with me, you know, I know that's what he'd want to do. Try to get, you know, trick me to stumble and say something stupid. Like
He had to trick this guy to say something stupid? Is that what he thinks?
It wasn't a trick. I don't know how to be your friend, Rob.
Yeah, no shit.
He's just realizing
Chad,
now he got
but,
tricked.
Yes.
While he was talking about how Chad really had one pulled over on him, and Chad just doesn't get it, and Chad's, to quote him, a retard because he doesn't know when he's being trolled.
Amazing.
You can.
I'm not
This
that,
just goes on and on. You can
not
go to the
that
next
idiotic.
one.
Okay.
which is just I never got an answer to my question. So I was a super chat, which I don't do normally. So I asked him if he could just answer it for me.
Great.
Adam Busch, please tell us about your girlfriend, Rob. Why don't you tell me about your lover?
That's not even a super chat right there. That's just
Oh, no, it was the first one I did,
was
dating anyone.
right. Dating anyone. Now you're just in the chat.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, he doesn't have to bring this up if he doesn't want to. If he's uncomfortable with it. But okay, let's see how he responds.
Adam Busch. Carla. I don't need to tell you anything about my love life. Adam Busch. You're a parasite. Sit there. You and I'll tell you about my girlfriend while you do this, talking to Carl about it.
Well, get the nose, Rob.
He's got a girlfriend.
Yeah, Rob, I don't know if you know this, but Adam is Jewish, so you can totally go after him like you do Sheila. It's always hilarious when you do that.
It's not his fault I look this way.
Adam Busch.
It's pretty good. It's a visual gag. Mm-hmm. It's not wrong.
Just ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's got you there.
It was very
Rob,
low
if someone were to critique your show, would they have any fodder at all based on what you... Oh, no? Okay. I'll leave it alone then.
So he's does not want to be in reality and doesn't like these questions about his personal life. So we'd like to go back to escaping into his sexual fantasies,
Oh, okay.
which is this next clip.
They let Jenny Jingles in there for their sessions. Yeah, I guess if she wants some action, that's why I feel like I have to, fuck her. I mean, with her consent, of course. Well, she wouldn't publicly say that, but I think,
Yeah, it's not normally public.
if I were to approach her, she'd be like, yes, please, Rob,
I declare.
give it to me.
Yeah, you don't. Someone pulls on your panties, you don't tweet about it. You just kind of give we can go here.
He said he would need her consent. It's like he can do nothing right in your eyes.
I do appreciate that. I'm glad he's not going to essay my wife. He's not going the Vito Giswalde route with this, which is good.
Carl, I have to assign it to him like one of his chores. Like, pick up your mandolin, do the dishes, take out the trash, and give me my monthly pity sex. Yeah. Me and Adam were going to hang out in my room with the door locked. Mom, wife,
I wish. Adam lives in L.A.
Yeah, it'd be fun.
strap the pizza rolls off and knock and leave.
He's still doing the pizza roll joke. Jesus Christ.
Adam coming out, holding his privates completely nude, grabbing the pizza rolls and pulling them in.
Whoa.
This sounds like a fantasy.
I wanted to lick hot
Rob.
pepperoni juice off your nipples, Adam Busch.
Whoa.
Rob, I was making small talk.
Wow.
Does sound good.
I know. I'm hungry.
Rob really has just a few things
Yeah.
that he says about me, and they always come out awkwardly in the wrong order. Hey, you're a mom wife, and you give her pity sex. Okay. And then she makes you pizza rolls, but then you also have to do chores that she tells you to do. What the fuck does any of this mean? This is his own hang-ups with his mom or something. It has to be. I don't even understand where he's getting any of this from.
The question was, tell us about your girlfriend.
And it turned into Adam's naked, but he's holding his junk, and he's coming out of Carl's room.
Very
He's
specific.
wet for some reason and dripping. And the way the light reflects off of his forehead. what the fuck is going on, Rob? What's wrong with you?
You said it. He has 2 impressions, 3 jokes about us, and that's pretty much the extent of it. So even the chat starts getting bored, and a person by the name of Berserker really steps up and takes control of the rest of the show, and it's wonderful work.
Oh, good. Thank you, Berserker.
All right. Send Adam the link, please. Now, I don't want Adam. Like, I don't want to talk to Adam.
Rather fantasize.
I don't want to talk to Adam Busch. Ugh.
Okay, that's it.
How much does shotgun a beer? Oh, Jesus.
No. Well, it's a hard line about me. He's not gonna. He's not interested. He's. That's it. He's done. He's a man of principles and morals, and he cannot be bought. End of story.
Okay. But can he be bought?
Well, let's go to the next clip.
Gina's got nuts. Hold on. Real quick, I'll respond to this. One of my bigger bills I have for the month is this. How much to send the link to Adam Busch? It will be $722.
Okay.
That's the bill, my highest bill I need to pay this month. And
the pharmacy.
Yes. If you send $722 to my Venmo at Rob Saul or via Super Chat, I'll send Adam Busch the link.
Can't wait to see Adam Busch.
Got a grift. No, I don't want Adam Busch on, but somebody asked me how much, so I'll give him an answer.
Okay.
I'll give him an answer.
Very specific answer, too. $722 is what he needs. Like, I don't know if he knows how bills work, but if someone gave you $300, it could go towards that bill. And you only need $422 to pay it off.
He mentioned it. It's specific. He's negotiating. He starts to negotiate on my behalf now in this next clip, which, by the way, I'm not involved in. I'm
right,
talking.
all you did was say those two things. Also, it's weird that he's like afraid of you. I don't want Adam Busch on my show. Why not? That would be it. The Clippers might clip it. It might get interesting. People might want to be supporting that and super chatting you. Why wouldn't you do that? I just had a Nazi on my show. We had a bunch of super chats about it. It was great.
He does. It's not just me. He doesn't like any of the chats. All of the questions to him, even when they're positive, they just. I don't know why his idea was to do a show where he takes questions. He hates this.
So wait, is it possible that Rob's uncomfortable with himself? And
there
that's
you go
really
again.
the crux of the issue. See, I'm being the Adam Busch on the show. You see what I just did? Take that.
So you're not going to throw Adam any shekels? I'll give him. All right. You know what? I'll give him the $722 for that bill. I'm going to pay. I'll come up with the $22 on my own.
Okay.
And, I'll give that over to Adam.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So now he still can't
I'm
pay
a
the bill.
generous guy. And 30 years from now, he can go on a podcast and be like, back in 2025, Rob Saul only gave me $22 of my payment.
What?
You think we're going to be talking about each other in 30 years?
That's where his head went? 30 years from now, they'll be like, I heard you ran across the great Rob Saul. Actually, I have a great anecdote about that. I did do his show once. Like, is that where Rob's head just went? Because otherwise, why would anyone be discussing Rob Saul tomorrow, let alone 30 years from now?
His ship is going to come in.
Okay, fair enough. I've heard that he's got a lot of talent. He's just waiting to break it out for us. Looking forward to it.
This thing that he doesn't want to do, he has a lot of terms and issues that he would like to negotiate for, and they're very specific in this next clip.
And again, you never asked for a link. Berserker said, or someone said, send you the link.
I am not involved in this
You're
at
not
all.
involved in
As far as I know, I've left. This is not my thing.
Right.
All right, hold on. Let me answer this guy real quick. Yes, no. Okay, Adam. Yes to Adam will be on and can answer any questions, and I will answer truthfully. No. I'm not going to agree to return the money if you have any suspicion that I'm not being honest. I say, first of all, I'm nothing but honest. But when I am honest and say like, oh, I did this and this back in the day, and then when I go, I don't do it now, they go, oh, you're not being honest. I'm like, no, I would tell you. I've been on the air when I've been doing some wild and crazy shit.
Like fucking dogs. Yeah.
Listen, at this point, I'm an open book. So no, I'm not going to waste an hour of my time and deal with Adam Busch, and then I got to fight and dispute some $722 charge because you say,
Oh my
I
God.
feel like Rob was not being truthful on this answer.
How lonely is this
that
man? He's spending this much time with a chat that has nothing to do with anything. He doesn't know who this guy is. He didn't spend any money. I've had thousands of chats come in that I haven't even looked at during this
Still
show.
want to do drugs, Carl?
Yes. Do you have some right now?
I hear.
No, but
Break out.
He's built this whole his whole fantasy. He's already got the $722.
Right,
Now
right.
he's refunding it.
Yep.
And he's got the dispute.
No
He's gotta give
chargebacks.
the money back.
What grounds would it be to where you find it, what do you call it? Nefarious responses.
It's not a real thing. It's just a comment. It's not real life, Rob. What are you doing? Why are you responding to this? Why are you thinking it through so much?
Rob went out of his way, and in a clip that was just posted by Stut Joe Depot, to explain to John in detail why he should not feel bad for missing any of his child support payments and how it's absolutely totally natural, happens all the time. In fact, he didn't even miss any. They were just negotiating, and he totally gets that and understands that and thinks John doesn't have anything to feel bad about. In fact, he's a hero
Oh, no.
because of all of that. But I had the audacity in this next clip to ask Rob, what bill is it he wants to pay?
Uh-oh.
Good question.
What is for that? Why do I have to tell you each and every bill I have?
Because you brought it up.
I have mortgage bill. I have condo fees. I have the electric bill. I have
And we know what bills are. He doesn't-
cable internet bill.
Right, we know that. Yes.
I have my Chapter 13 bill.
Right.
I have a lot of bills. It's and one of them is $722. It's one of those bills I just named.
It's the last one.
And that's what I'll pay if they want me to do an hour. That's what I'll take and charge for an hour of torture with Adam Busch.
All right.
So I've only seen.
Speaking of hating women,
Excuse
how
me.
is V? Who is
Great
V?
segue.
OG Mumbling Nick coming in. What's that, Chris?
Well, I've only seen Rob Saul through our show. I've never watched on my own.
Sure.
What is his show normally when he's not doing this shit?
It looks like he's watching clips, but he gets so distracted by the chat and just free chat coming in and just talking nonsense that he starts negotiating with.
Okay. It sounds like he's totally comfortable with
He
it.
doesn't come in with a plan.
Okay.
It doesn't seem.
Yeah, it doesn't seem that way.
If you come to clip 11,
Yeah.
here's where I get totally hosed. OG Mumbling Nick comes in
Shit.
and finally gives Rob the bombshell that he needs to tie together all of this mom-wife gay stuff that is going on in his head. This is just a fantasy that he created. But wait till OG Mumbling Nick comes in with the ammunition that this guy can use to just validate this whole fantasy and bury me.
I don't know. Adam Busch played a guy who wanted to fuck his stepmom on an episode of House MD. Love that show.
There you go.
Stepmom
Typecast.
Jenny Jingles.
Fucking typecast right there.
$6.95. I can send it PayPal goods.
Oh shit. For some reason this disconnected from us.
Yeah, he just moves on. That's it. He has nothing. He says, Jenny Jingles, and then goes on to back to how we're going to get the money to him in Venmo and all the different ways we can pay him. And he starts to cut out all the ways that will take money and isolate it to how he'll make the most money, and does nothing with, I thought, was a great little bit he could have ran with.
So Berserker Games is now trying to negotiate the terms of this and how he's going to pay.
$6.95. I can send it PayPal goods and services just in case you're trying to get cute during the hour. Yeah. You're looking for no. Believe me, if someone pays me $700, I'm going to sit here on an hour. I've been humiliated. I've humiliated myself. I've had.
You're doing it right now. You're negotiating with a fake thing that doesn't exist, you idiot. Adam doesn't want to come on your show. Berserker Games is fucking with you, you moron.
Had other humiliations.
And by the way, real
in my
quick,
life.
Berserker here has got it down to $6.95 because he
Yeah, I
said,
saw
I
that.
just spent $5 to join your show, so now we're going to take that off. We're starting with $6.95, and he's just running with it.
He's just running with it.
An hour with Adam Busch is for $700. That's an easy yes, but I'm not going to do it for free, and I'm not going to do it to where you have it to where you can do a dispute with it after it's over with. So you either trust me or you don't. I certainly don't trust anybody to give me $700 to do an interview with Adam Busch.
Why would you?
I put out that bill money because I didn't think anybody would pay it. If you're willing to pay it, like fuck,
They're not.
then I'll do it. But
They're
I
not,
put out
Rob.
that
None of this is
assuming,
real.
like, all right,
He's already spent this money. None of this is real, Rob.
never mind, and we can move on with the show. But because I don't want to do it.
Okay.
I will do it for $700. That's why
I mean, it goes on and on. It's just
Jesus.
It's so pathetic.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't make you look good to say, this is a thing I don't want to do, but I will do for a certain amount of money. Never makes you look good.
No. And what breaks my heart is that he's convinced everything Berserker's saying is real and everything I'm saying is a lie. I'm just asking if you're dating anyone. This guy's fucking with you.
Right. This is the guy, and he's mixing up with this guy who wants nothing to do with you.
Yeah.
Like, he gets so in over his head, he has to bring in Nasty Neil to help him with this negotiation.
Jesus.
Like, well, what about Adam Busch? What does he get? Like, I don't know. I don't want to do it, Adam. Apparently, Adam Busch wants to talk to me.
I think
Adam Busch is in here. Adam Busch is in here asking questions and trying to get responses out of me.
Yeah, because you don't have a fucking show format, you idiot. What are people supposed to do when they watch the Rob Saul show? Be entertained? They're not. So they get bored and start asking you questions.
And you've been responding for quite a while.
Right, yes, you're encouraging it. Fucking moron. And now Nancy Neal's in here. He's got his back. That's hilarious.
And asked to come on a show and then asked to be paid. You'd ask to be paid if you were the one being asked to be on the show.
It's not like I'm trying to get. I don't want to. I don't want to talk to Adam Busch. Adam Busch comes in here. I should get rid of it. People tell me, Rob, get Adam Busch out of your chat room because you always answer questions honestly, and that.
Who tells you that?
People.
Your ex-wife?
All the
Your
time.
daughter? Who's telling you this? People tell me.
That's what he does. He comes in. He's like, let me ask a good question. And then him and Carl are like, oh man, Rob Saul, man, he really is in bad shape, man. He said this and he said, and it's like, and it's me like talking about a past experience, and I'm like, yeah, it was a tough time or whatever, and they're like,
This still has hurt him. This hurt him so bad, that segment we did. He's still reeling from this.
That's what this is about.
It really is. Oh no. Sorry, Rob.
yeah, he probably needs some dirt. Oh man, it's like, you guys, you're losers. I mean, you're just
Right.
fucking trying to bait anything to do with Stuttering John.
The guy whose biggest bill is $722 a month. I'm the loser. Okay.
Or anybody that's connected with Stuttering John, and trying to bait them with stupid questions where you're like,
Beat them.
we know what's going on. Like, evaluate.
The fact that he thinks that someone's trying to beat him with questions tells you everything you need to know about this fucking idiot.
Did you guys see me win that conversation?
That's not how we think about life. It's not our game plan.
Your own life. Look at your own shitty marriage. If your mom wife you have, while you're
it's
secretly
horrible.
sword fighting Adam Busch. I mean, get yourself together before you start prying into everybody else.
I'm sorry. What fantasy land does this guy live in where he knows how my marriage is and that I'm secretly gay behind the scenes? I've only met Adam one time in person. It was Vegas, and we didn't even go all the way.
It's no secret.
Yeah, we weren't secretive about our sword fighting at all. We were out in the open with it. It's fun.
It was a bit.
It's always the people with the most problems and the most psycho in the head that are always trying to help everybody and saying,
We're not trying to help
I know
anyone.
what you need to do to fix your life.
Not my responsibility.
Yeah.
And they were offering to pay you quite a good sum of money for him to come on, so it makes no sense. Like, if you have to be paid to even have him on, then you have to pay the guy. It doesn't really.
Yeah, I'm like, no.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's almost like none of this makes sense.
This is getting dumber and dumber.
This is incredible.
Yeah,
These are
it's
adults, right?
Broken down to the point where Rob, who was John's co-host, unpaid for ever how long is now defending why you shouldn't have to pay anybody that comes on and does your podcast.
Right.
That's not within your interest, Rob. I mean, this goes on and on.
Pay.
Okay.
You can stop it. The I've been gone a while, and the chat has just taken over. And someone by the name of Opinion has a great question for Rob that he takes sincerely and doesn't even think there's an ulterior motive.
Rob, did your ex ever call you a bitch in front of your friends? Probably. I know she did a lot of embarrassing stuff. Yeah. I'm going to say yeah, but I mean.
Embarrassing.
Yeah. Yeah. Do that. I mean, she didn't do it. She used to come on my shows sometimes, but she never did that on the shows. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, of course.
Just to come with your
Of course, your wife, anybody that's married, your wife's going to call you a bitch and degrade you at some never
Oh,
But when they do it in
given?
front of your friends is one thing. Then
I'm in the bad marriage. That's never happened to me in my life, but okay.
Carl, his wife has never told him to take a nap.
That's true, yeah. His wife never almost accidentally stepped on his mandolin, so yeah, he's got me there.
He doesn't play stringed instruments, Carl.
in front of your friends is one thing. Then on a live stream in front of an audience that's willing to rip you apart to begin with anyway, that's really rough. But yeah, my ex-wife mainly did to me privately. But yeah, she's done it a few times when people were around.
Okay.
What? Why are you answering that question? But the Bill question was a bridge too far. We ever call you a bitch in front of your friends? A couple times. Mostly in private, but also a couple times publicly. Jesus, Rob. He doesn't know what questions to answer and which ones not to answer.
He does. It's not based on the question. It's based on who asked it, because
Right.
I have a very, very natural follow-up question to Opinions, and
Okay,
here's his response.
good.
In the middle of winter. And so
I put Adam Busch in timeout. He put, he says to, I was talking about, Keanu calling him a bitch. And, somebody said, did your wife ever call you a bitch in front of your friends? And I was like, probably. And I'm like, it's a horrible thing to do, not a nice thing to do. And then he puts back, did you ever get back at her for it? Like, but... trying to coax me. No. Listen,
You had to put Adam in timeout because he asked a follow-up question that you didn't want to answer? Holy shit. This guy is so fragile. Could you imagine someone just writes, oh, so your wife did call you a bitch. Like, what did you do to retaliate? And you're like, you're out of here, buddy.
Yeah.
Banned from the chat.
But where's the guy
Really?
who first asked if my wife ever called me a bitch? That's my buddy.
Right, he's cool.
I got through that marriage the best I could, and I didn't get back at anybody except
You lost your wife to your cousin. That was the best you could do.
And went bankrupt because they didn't pay your mortgage.
Yeah, that's not the brag you think it is.
in court when I got my comeuppings in court. But yeah, as far as getting back, I don't like she called it,
I've never seen a guy lose an argument to himself. I know. It's incredible. There's Nasty Neil's your buddy. He's trying to get your back. There's no one there. And you're just like talking yourself into embarrassment.
You've never, Carl, you've never seen someone lose an argument with
I
themselves?
watched Stuttering John a few times. Good point.
as far as Adam coming on the show, I think
normal people do. I mean, I guess that's what catty gay guys do, like Carl and Adam Busch. You know,
I think it would have been you and Adam on the show. I think it would have been clipped all over the place. But what was the $700 for him to be on? That seems like a good deal.
Nancy Neal's like, all right, so let's talk about what the downside would be. You make money, people are going to clip it, it'll be interesting. Like, again, what's your problem?
What's my cut?
Yeah.
And none of this even exists.
Right.
It's not a real offer. Adam hasn't asked to be on the show. Like, none of this exists. And yet, for some reason, he's debating. How long did this go on for? It seems like we're covering a lot of time.
It was a long time. It was a long time. And I was not there for long periods of time. I would come back and check in, and they were just still negotiating. Lawyers were there. It was magical. So I tried to
were you doing something gay, like spending time with your wife? What were you doing, Adam?
Yeah, we were sword fighting. I try and if you're feeling bad for Rob at all, I understand it, but I just want to remind you that this clip of Gino that he's been trying to get to for the last hour and a half is so he can rag on him for having a day job. So that's what I'm keeping him from.
Which Rob has a job outside of broadcasting. Obviously.
2, he talks about it nobly multiple times throughout this episode, and he is correct. So why it's different when it's Gino and he can't wait to rag on that guy, I don't understand. So
we haven't talked about this on the show, but Gino is working with this company that puts TikTok videos out where Gino's like maybe we did talk about it on the show. I forget. I'm on a lot of shows, but he is a pitchman. And he goes on and he sells like trash cans and all sorts of different things. And I got to say, Gino's fucking great at it.
I bought a
Seems
grill.
like he would be.
You bought a grill, right?
I got a grill, yeah.
Yeah, he convinced you. It's easy to clean. All the fat just goes right down the side. It's great.
Oh, no, I thought it put in a special drinking cup.
No. Even if you weren't friends with Gino, or even if you don't like what he does, if you heard he's doing that, you'd be like, oh, that's a good fit. Like, that's a guy to sell stuff like that. Why
makes perfect sense.
Shit on him for it just really shows your character. So I try and get some closure in this last clip.
Okay, great.
Listen, Adam Busch, I'm not going to tell you who I'm dating. I mean, I'm fucking your mom and
So
Jenny.
Adam again in the free chat said, Rob, you never said who you were dating. And he puts this up and he's all upset about it.
Your mom!
Mom and Jenny Jingles. But I'm not going to tell you who I'm dating. They don't want to be involved in this universe, Adam Busch.
What a loser.
Yeah, I mean, listen. You and Carl aren't putting a video camera in the.
I see where this is going.
In the bedroom while you two are sword fighting, while Jenny Jingles is, packing your lunches for the next day, getting your juice boxes ready, putting away the mandolin.
Sounds like a nice life.
Yeah,
I like juice.
She better be cooking me dinner right now. I can hear her in the kitchen. I don't want a fucking juice box or a lunch packed. I want dinner tonight. Wow, Rob's got a lot of issues, it seems like. He's got a lot of problems he needs to work through.
I'm not making friends.
No. Could you imagine? I don't know if he sees a psychiatrist. Seems like he doesn't. But if he talked to like a therapist or a psychiatrist, trying to unpack all of this. I mean, this is a project.
Where do you start?
That's what I mean. You're sitting there going, okay, should we talk about his ex-wife? Should we talk about the kids? Should we talk about Bob
You bring up
Levy?
sword fighting a lot.
Yeah, right.
It is worth hearing to remind us, because we forget, some of John and Rob together, because he's so like angry and aggressive and sexual and predatory that to see him just yes-anding everything John says and explaining away the worst behavior a human is capable of is pretty remarkable disconnect.
Who are these podcasts?